And we are live with the stream for YouTube. Howdy, howdy, everybody. And I'm uh, still working on getting everybody for the Facebook of this. Um, and I think what I'm going to do is.
Can I help anyway?
Well, what I may do is I may hand you the phone and just, take a look. We'll see if anybody's join us here. Just that. Hold on. Yes, you're hearing the Facebook.
So if
thing.
you handed me the phone, what would I do with it?
Hold on. Okay. Oh, hey, Shannon. Hey.
Robert's preoccupied for about the next 15 minutes, but he'll be on. He can join in 15, right?
Yeah,
He can
sure.
join anytime he wants.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I just got home, so we're still setting up.
Okay, I understand that. Well, I tell you what. Let have him like message us, or maybe he can, start a video chat, and I'll pick up.
Hi, Shannon.
Okay. All right. Love you guys. Hi, Darren.
All right. Love you. We'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay. Bye. All right. So yeah, he'll. So what I'll do is as my well hopefully if he calls then we'll hear it and we'll pick up, so we'll have everybody together. Hope everybody's doing all right. Well, I've got a couple of candles going. Oh wow, this one I need to drain a little wax off of this one. I lit the Mahes candle before service started because there was that downpour and that rain, the wind that you were talking about. I was like, because where I'm at this window is facing south, so I could hear it, and I'm like, I need to enlist a little help here.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm going to step over you for a sec, because I just need actually just hold still. And oh hush. There we go. So, and now this candle of Anubis we're not going to light because it's technically merchandise. It's in the Etsy store, or it should be.
You could own this fabulous, ritually used candle.
Well, we're not actually using it, but it's here. It's part of.
It's there.
It's because Anubis is who we're honoring tonight. So.
Yes, but it's featured.
Okay. Yeah, but anyway, so we're not lighting that one. But anyway, so oh goodness. And yeah, Celery, you're saying you always have to refresh, like is it the live stream that you have to refresh, or something else? Because if you guys have any problems, with lag or something like that, just tell me in the text. And I try to keep an eye out for issues with internet.
What you don't want to do is reset a router during service.
Oh goodness, no. Also, see, I also am polite enough not to say, if I notice, Darren's in the middle of a match online, let me not reset the router and totally ruin the game.
Thank you.
So yeah, sarcastic. If you're up in Washington State, if I recall, you guys get rain a lot. So yeah, but we're having our spring storms, so that's why we're asking Mahes for a little help, and because we're in the week basically of the Akitu festival, so I have candle for Ishtar lit over to the side. You might see that at the very edge of the screen. But we'll be cooking some dinner, making some tasty things for her this weekend. So
we will?
Yeah, I'm going to make some food. And like some of that big flatbread that I got,
Finally, we're going to get into that. Awesome.
Well, I was going to do that earlier, but, things happen.
Yes, life happens.
Yes. Okay. Wow. And Kid Fox and Low Silver is saying we had a snowstorm here yesterday, a foot of snow in 25 hours.
Wow. Are y'all okay?
Yeah. Yeah, you got. Are you guys in Nevada? Because that sounds like a like Sierra in California or Nevada kind of thing, but y'all are still getting snow. But no, but down here, like everything is green and um the blackberries are blooming, stuff like that. But we're down. We're really down south. Yeah, but
Well, we're not Florida down south.
no,
We're
but
close enough.
yeah. Okay, well let's go ahead and get started. And we're glad to have you back with us, Darren. So
Was I not here last week? I thought I was here last week.
you were, but the Friday before you were having to keep Preston entertained. So
That's right. I was here last week. I was a good boy.
well, you had to step out for a minute. Hopefully, you'll be fine this week. So
Hopefully, I'm not hungry again, but I'll make it through.
well, I am too. We'll make some food later.
Okay.
So okay. Alrighty. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me. Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, Nachiru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, and our purity is within our hearts. And we cast out all evil.
That wasn't enough here, you know.
Wait.
Do that again.
I know what you're up to. Cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure, we are pure, we are pure, we are pure. He's just wanting to load up. And see, it wasn't that cold either. Because I poured it right on the back of your hands and you didn't like suck in and freak out. So,
Sorry, y'all. Love you, boo.
maybe the trick to it is just not having as much in the vase at a time. Because the more water there is, the more it tends to retain a cooler temperature.
I don't know.
But either way. Full of mischief. Alrighty. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons. Well, actually, the eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in now, will be joining us shortly, and will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
receive the light.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on. Come on. Because I have a tea light in the bottom of this candle for segment, and it managed to separate from its little base. So, hold on. It's kind of weird how they do that. Try this. We can light our candle for Mama Sekhmet, because got some requests for healing, things like that. There we are. There we go. Okay. Now for Sekhmet. And we have our candle going for Mahes as well. So you arise in the Achetes Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as Atum, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Anupu, fair son of Osiris, and to you, O Unechidu, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. O Unechidu, these waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Unechidu, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the eye of Horus, O Unechidu, and its fragrance comes to you. Okay, hold on. Ah. All right, I'm just gonna keep an ear out for you, Manu. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yenichiru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Anapu, O Yenichiru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Anapu upon his mountain and within his house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure for Ra Horaketi, for Anapu, for Sekhmet and Mahes, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Anapu. Come to your bodies, O Yenichiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Anapu, before Sekhmet and Mahes. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them as it has since the first time. O Ra Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkebru Ra, your foes retreat from you, and Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods, the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus. Okay, come on. It lights their way into what? And we pour for them these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Horekeru ka tahenket kau abdu senachirmahat kutnibet nafer wabet alchet nacharim and kauen aku punibu maakeru nibu hirnachra. A voice offering of 1,000 of bread and beer, beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. Okay, I'm just gonna step over here real quick. Lotus incense. Huh, I wonder what that ends up smelling like. Um, hmm. Yeah, and for people who can't burn real incense, I would imagine that like reed diffusers or things like that would work really well. Um, but oh, and those affirmations sounds really cool. And Mitch Twitch says, "Hey, can I have some prayers to help my boyfriend? He has cerebral palsy and is going through aggressive PT. Anything to help his pain would be so great because he can't sleep."
Amen, brother. Amen. Been
Yeah.
there, done that. Bought the T-shirt.
Gave it to Goodwill. Huh?
No, I kept that motherfucker.
Yeah, Darren has CP as well, and you had to go through PT for like after all those surgeries,
Yes,
right?
there is no such thing as non-aggressive PT. There really isn't.
Yeah, well, and also you like to call them not physical therapists but physical terrorists.
PT.
Yeah,
Still counts. At some point, we need to get together and swap notes.
yeah,
I can help.
yes, yes. And so just don't forget to drop a like on the stream. Zavalin says, and thanks for my brother's new job. My father's quick recovery and everything can continue going well for us. Absolutely. And I just included I put in a new page on the Kemetic Reform site. I'll need to pull that up and share the link. Yeah, and Mitch Twitch saying her boyfriend had knee surgeries too. Cut his tendons because his legs would scissor.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. How you have what 9 or 12 or how many surgeries was it as a kid?
12.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what they do. The problem with cerebral palsy is the one of the things they do to treat it is they cut what is it the tendons or muscle tube.
Sometimes it's muscles, sometimes it's tendons.
Yeah, and then like put them in a cast for what was it 6
to 8 weeks typically.
Yeah. And so to let everything heal, and then they do the physical therapy, and that's when the terror begins.
That's when your vocabulary expands dramatically. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So. Absolutely. And S. Maximoff, I'd like some prayers for my kitty who's going on kitty hospice. I'm worried about her.
Oh, just love her.
We're really sorry. Yeah.
Love pets and purrs.
Mm-hmm.
You'll both remember them for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Grace. I feel like today I've been kind of clumsy and catching into things, but okay. Well, we'll present Ma'at and we will read a couple of things for Anubis. And since we've got some requests, if anybody wants to invoke specific deities, just let us know. But to start off, we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. The Svet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such as the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such as the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such as the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay, just keeping an eye out. Okay. And our short hymn to Anubis. Hail and praise, O Anupu, great God upon your mountain, master of secrets in Duat, ruler of the west, fair son of Osir, great physician who heals. Your seal is our protection. Crown prince of the Enid, keen-faced among the gods. You stand at Osir's side. You serve the blessed dead. They live because of you. Okay. Now I need to pull up a link for something real quick. Okay, Miss Twitcher, general divination from Mama Bast and Papa Anafu would be great. Okay. And prayers of thanks to Seth for having guarded us against a tornado. I appreciate that as well. Yeah. Okay, yes, and Jory had asked for prayers for his grandpa because he had to go to the ER, and I really feel for him in this case because his mom was taking care of her dad, his grandpa, and accidentally tripped him and he fell and had to go to the ER. And yeah, when you're a caregiver, things like that happen.
It does. It's
so
and the caregiver feels bad enough. I promise you.
Yeah. So I can certainly appreciate that. But okay. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Ribbon.
Oh, well, just hang on to it. Okay. Alrighty.
Hang on, put it back on the altar for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then retie it.
Alrighty. So yeah, this is this was some red ribbon that had been on something outside, and it just managed to find its way onto Darren's footrest. And so I said, you know what? It was meant to be there. So we just tied it there. And so we're recharging it basically before putting it back on.
Considering I've been bitten by things that I don't know what they are.
Well, I think that scratch is going down.
Yeah, it seems to be. I guess so.
Yeah, I think it just I don't know, just allergies. Okay. Now this poem for Anubis is a favorite, and I have it on a web page now. So once I read it, I'll give you guys the link to it, and there's a few links underneath for suicide hotlines, the Trevor Project's online helpline, and things like that. I put that at the bottom of it. So it's the kind of thing that, if you know someone who needs it, you can share that link with them. So with quiet patience, he works the scale, jackal's ears and jackal's face, human hands and God's soul. He weighs each person's heart with care against the sacred feather of truth, listens to their testimony, words of lives now in past tense. Mild-mannered, he kneels to Osiris. The jackal's job is to serve, not to fight. Other gods take up that task, to defend Ra's creation with sharp blades and fierce eyes. But this keen jackal's ears prick up. He hears distant cries of anguish, pain, and behind each of them a terrible whisper. Unspeakable lies from the unspeakable one. Twisted distortions of sacred truth. A million shattered shards in the form of tortured thoughts, of worthlessness and doubt, of sadness and self hate, depression, destruction, and longing for death. But Anubis, that great jackal at the scales, knows those words for what they are. They are the lies of the enemy of Ra, the enemy of all Ra has made, subtle temptations beckoning to oblivion. As he stands at the balance of truth, the gateway between life and death, precarious fulcrum between hope and despair, Anubis resolves to answer, to defend those crying for help, to protect creation itself, beating within countless anguished hearts. The jackal draws his blade. With eyes of truth, he stares down the evil one, serpent tempter of souls, seeking only their ruin. The jackal draws his blade and lunges forth. Does the sword of Anubis find its mark? Does the jackal strike down the snake? For every person who stays their own hands, puts down the bottle, the pills, the gun, Anubis' stroke is true. Our every choice fulfills his task. His success is up to you. And read what we just read. There you go. And Serrano wants a prayer for my eldest daughter. She's going through a tough time. Absolutely. Anything we can do to help. And so, and for Bast, because some folks mentioned, Mama Bast, because there's a kitty that's coming back to her. And actually, Mary Dra, if you want something else to sing that we have in ancient Egyptian, part of this hymn to Bastet I actually have in Egyptian. I think it might be kind of fun to do something with that and make it a chorus, for something. But I'll read it in English here. Hail and praise unto you, Bastet, Lady of Love, Lady of Life, daughter of Atum, firstborn of the Lord of all, greatest goddess, Lady of Heaven, mistress of all the gods. You open the movements of Shu, for he is your messenger. You slaughter with your arrows. You slay the evil one and seize the hearts of the wicked foes. Lady of the shrine, foremost of the sacred fields, mistress of perfume, mistress of joy. O Eye of Horus, O Eye of Ra, Uraeus whom Ra loves, protect us until the dawn. Now, I think we're also actually in a decade, which it's rare that we actually have the decade feast fall on a Friday, but in a few places it does happen. And so let me check our calendar here, because yes, we actually are in the mid. This is the feast for the 25th week of the Egyptian year, and there are 36. So what we will do in this case. Okay. Oh, and married a decade of what? To explain. And hang on, celery. What did she? Prayer to Hathor. Don't have anything for Meta-wise. Hathor with it for anxiety and physical condition. Okay. All right. Well, we'll read for Hathor. And the answer for decade, that basically it's an Egyptian week. And it's 10 days. And so the Greeks called it a decade. But the reason why it's 10 days is because every 10 days, Egyptian, astronomer priests noticed that you'd have a different star that would become visible on the horizon just before dawn. And it makes me wonder who are the folks that their job was to sit up all night and watch the stars moving overhead, and what kind of stories did they tell to pass the time. But the world will never know. But so every 10 days was the start of a new week, and the way that they would observe that, especially we have record from Medinet Habu, where that was a day to honor the dead, and uh, Amun of Thebes would travel west to Medinet Habu in order to honor, the sort of his divine ancestors, and there's still a lot that we don't know about that, but it suggested that um, in their view of creation, you had there were other primeval beings that didn't make it from the state of pre-creation into the Big Bang, if you will. And so at the decade, that's when Amun would go and would honor them.
Ah,
So okay. Oh, and 9/11 says prayer thanks to the gods. I have a date on Sunday. Hey.
good luck.
Yeah. And yes, the stars of the decades are the deacons, and we don't know which ones exactly. Although I'll tell you what's interesting is the names of the ones leading up to Apet Ronpet, the New Year, are all stars that would be in the constellation Orion. Because if you think about it, Orion comes up before Sirius does. And so, like one of them is the shoulder of Orion, so probably one of those two, and another one is like probably in Orion's belt or something like that. So that's probably the closest that we can come to identifying what some of those deacons were. There are others that would be kind of a reach to say which ones they were, but the ones right before the New Year were all part of Orion. So that's your bit of a ancient astronomy for the day. So, oh, Serrano says my daughter will be 10 in June. Also, 10 years being a neo-pagan sometime after that. Nice. And first to have for me and my boyfriend, and some relief from anxiety. Well, you know what? Then we've got lots of requests for Hathor, so let's go ahead and give her a shout out. Besides, there would be feasts for her this time of year as well, because you have the uh, festival for Khonsu coming up. And this is a time to honor child gods, and somewhere around here would be a feast from when Hathor gives birth to one of those child gods. So she's at work doing good things. Oh, here's a good one. Come, make merry for the golden one. Good cheer for the mistress of the two lands. Come, arise. Come that I might make for you rejoicing at twilight and music in the night. O Hathor, you are exalted in the hair of Ra, in the hair of Ra. To you is given the sky, the deep night, and the stars. Great is her majesty when she is happy. O Hathor, share your love and your happiness and your beauty and your goodness with our friends that are tuning in and that are calling out to you for luck and love, for relief from stress and anxiety, and looking for a turn of good fortune. May you smile upon us. And one more I should have in here. Mm. Hail, O Hathor, O golden lady, mistress of love, O beautiful one who comes in joy, mistress of dancing and revelry, beloved daughter of Ra, lady of turquoise and gold. You light up the sky with your brilliance. Shine upon all faces and bless us with your love. O eye of Ra, may you defend us from evil. O mistress of the West, may you embrace our blessed dead and guide us safely to them when our day of mourning comes. And I guess happy early birthday, Serana, to your daughter who is turning 10. So, or you mentioned that she is 10, but happy birthday to her when her birthday comes. And if anyone's got some other requests that I missed, just point those out to me. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we'll be 10 in June, so yeah, early birthdays. Those 100 days till Christmas change people made in school. Oh goodness! Well, 100 days—that's a long time. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe we can make change or something like that come the days on the year or something. Yeah. So, Married Whipple, I got Anubis because I got a new icon for Anapu for Anubis. So yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and we'll do our fortune cookies, and let's see. Yes, another thing that we do during the decade would be to ring our cisterns in the four directions to cast out evil. So we start out actually in the south, so facing the shrine in this case. Hail unto you, O Amun and Mantu, who safeguard the world from all evil to the south. The evil one is annihilated, the evil one is destroyed, and the burning one is burned. Let's see, and hail unto you, Shu and Tefnut, who safeguard the world from all evil to the north. The evil one is annihilated, the evil one is destroyed, the burning one is burned. And hail unto you, Neet and Wajid, who safeguard the world from all evil to the west. The evil one is annihilated, the evil one is destroyed, and the burning one is burned. And finally, hail unto you, Sekhmet and Bastet, who safeguard the world from all evil to the east. The evil one is annihilated, the evil one is destroyed, and the burning one is burned. And now we've offered Ma'an, we have cast out evil, we have sung praise to the gods, and now we ask them to give us some guidance for the week ahead. Let's try and get this one open. The entire sum of existence is the magic of being needed by just one other person.
Wow.
Now, and that's the one. Yeah, that's the one for everyone. So if you're tuning in, and hang on, I think oh, hang on. Yeah, I think Yaman is trying to join us. Hold on. There you are. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I just pulled our fortune for everyone for the week. And
Oh, timing, huh?
yeah, yeah. Now check it out. This is what it says. The entire sum of existence is the magic of being needed by just one other person.
Interesting.
Um, for those of us with a disability, let that soak in for a minute. A lot of times we're the ones that perceive that we need other people, but nobody needs us. Not true.
And I'll tell you something else, especially because this is a decade, and one of the themes of the decade, is not just honoring the dead, but kind of revisiting the moment of creation, or the source of creation. Um, we humanity has, since its beginning, tried to understand, well, why are we here? What is our relationship, with the gods? Um, the gods made us because they needed us too. We need them, but they need us. Um, and
It's a
especially because,
symbiotic relationship. It's not so much slaves to master.
right, it's uh and a tomb, the name a tomb can mean entirety, the totality. But even though a tomb was, an aspect of, all that is, um he wasn't complete that way. Things had to change. And so, you had creation, and then, the other gods come into being because, hey, he needed company. So that magic of being needed by just one other person. So okay, and so I see we've got, wow, it's kind of scrolled up. Um, all right. Baka and Anapa in the Discord would like prayers for their drains coming soon. Um, am I reading that correctly? Yeah, and I'm also kind of catching up on this. Happened on my path after which turning 10 is a milestone for my spiritual journey. Hey, that's pretty cool. Um, oh goodness, and for Zavalen saying thanks to Set for protection from the tornado because we only lost the garage and the truck. Oh, so you guys got,
you guys got a hit.
yeah, but okay, well then we'll definitely have to read to Set then. Okay, and I'm seeing with the cookies starting with Kip Fox, then Mitch Twitch, Serrana. We'll go on, and okay, and the question about what type of priest am I? Well, uh, for this little space, I'm basically the head priest of the.
She's the best priest.
Well, here's the thing. When we can get incorporated, one of the things that we're going to have to do is basically set down what would it take if you wanted to be a priest in specifically Kemetic Reformed tradition. And I want to try and do that so that I can start teaching other people and we can have more. And, this can, be something bigger than just me.
Right.
And because, there are a lot of folks that are kind of independent priests, in that they have their own little private shrine, and there's been lots of discussion online about what does it mean to be a priest. And there are a lot of independent folks feel that if you're just practicing privately and serving the gods, you're a priest of that particular, those gods that you worship. And as an independent, sure, there's nothing to stop you from that. This is meant to be something that people can participate in, and not, and so, you would have the folks that, if you saw, the idea is if you saw a group of us, you'd be able to tell who the priests were because they would be dressed differently. But and I did a video in 2020 where I broke down, what do the different things mean, because this stole has a particular meaning, and so does this one, and so does the green one. But that's like a whole other discussion, and so check the video in the interim. So that's something that we're working on. Hopefully, that's a good short
I
answer.
guess you could think of it as a visual representation of their certification, basically.
Well, yeah. That's exactly what it is. But we'll build on that, soon. So okay, and basically I'm just trying to make sure that I don't lose the list of folks who are requesting cookies. Um, yeah. Priest, yeah, and folks who if you want to become a priest at some point, then my whole intention is to set it up where you can pursue that if you want. Um, so yeah. So okay, and I see a lot of chat going on. And Mary Rose saying I want to be a priestess, but I want to do that after I graduate and am married. Well, because those take a lot of work, and they're very busy things to do. School is a lot of work, so that can be one answer right there. But
So is marriage.
yeah, but okay. So first off, Set is kind of behind our dais with Anubis, but we want to thank him for protecting Zabalin and for keeping the damage to a minimum, because that's got to be pretty scary. And so we'll read for Set, and then we will start with the cookies. And Kit Fox got the first request. So. Hail, O Sutek, son of Newt, great of strength in the bark of millions, chosen one of Ra Horaketi, bull who dwells in the northern sky, fearsome one at whom all lands tremble. Great is your war cry, great is your might. Your wasp scepter stretches over the sky, and you stand at the zenith of the stars. Lord of storms, Lord of dread, your voice is thunder in the heavens. You slay the fiend from the prow of Ra's bark. You protect us from evil. You certainly protected Zabalin from evil. May you grant us long life. And we thank you for your protection, O Sutek. Okay, starting with Kit Fox. Kit Fox, your golden opportunity is coming shortly.
Wow.
Your golden opportunity is coming shortly, Kit Fox. Okay, next is Mitch Twitch.
I'll be back.
Okay, and Darren's going to be stepping out for a minute. But oh my, you got two. It's funny, we were thinking of, because you mentioned your boyfriend, one of these might be for him. But let me read them both. So here's your first one, Mitch Twitch. Joy shared is doubled. Sorrow shared is halved. Again, joy shared is doubled. Sorrow shared is halved. As in, cut in half. Now the second one. The truth always shines through. So let me read these for you. Mitch Twitch, you have two of them here. Joy shared is doubled. Sorrow shared is halved. The truth always shines through. So, you mentioned your boyfriend, and there might be some other people too, that you and they might need each other. Um, joy shared is doubled, and sorrow shared is cut in half, or split in half. And the truth always shines through. Um, I think the overall message is that it may be tough right now, but stick together with um, the ones that love you and that you love them. Okay, next up is Sarana. Sarana, you are open-minded and quick to make new friends. And that may be just what you're about to do, is make a new one. It says you are open-minded and quick to make new friends. Okay. And let's see, sarcastic. Sarcastic sauce. The first person gets the oyster. The second one gets the shell. But oyster shells can still be useful. I don't know, but it says the first person gets the oyster, the second one gets the shell. Okay. And I know you guys said there was someone in the Discord that had a request for one. Let me keep an eye out. Okay, so sarcastic is Zabalin. And okay, so after Sebekekaway, we'll do Bakananapu. But we're going to start with Zabalin and then Married Wepaway. Oh, wow. Well, Zabalin, it looks like you got two as well. Somebody's looking out for you. We're safe from weather, and you've got two cookies. So, first one. Your good listening skills will open many doors. Now the second one. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. They die when neglected. Wow, Zabalin. Somebody's telling you, and I got a feeling that might be set, saying, hey, I'm going to read these to you together. Your listening skills will open many doors. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. They die when neglected. So keep your ears out and then act on what you find out, because there's some good things that are going to come your way. You're just going to have to be observant and listen for them, and keep your eyes peeled too. Your good listening skills. So people are going to basically hand you the keys to the kingdom. You're just going to have to listen and watch out for it. but it's all good. This is positive. Okay, married weapon wet, and then salary. Beloved of Wepawet, the will to do and the soul to dare is yours for the taking if you prepare. Married Wepawet, I'm going to read this again. The will to do and the soul to dare is yours for the taking if you prepare. Some good things coming your way, but get ready. And I guess the thing that comes to mind is you have to prepare for success as much as prepare for failure. Everybody thinks about getting prepared for the worst, but you have to prepare for, well, what if good things happen? What if things go right? Because like for example, here's an interesting little anecdote. Um, Somebody did a study years ago, and they found out that a surprising number of people who win the lottery end up having to declare bankruptcy sometime later because they didn't know what to do with all that money, and so they didn't spend it right. And so and I actually knew some folks, a boyfriend of my, I mean, a girlfriend of my brother's, years and years ago. They inherited some money when somebody died, and they used it to buy like another vehicle and another house and everything, and then they couldn't afford it after they had spent the money, and so they had success, but they didn't know what to do with it, and so you have to prepare for success because when things do go your way, you want to be, you know, ready to and know what to do with it. So that's my bit of wisdom, from that. Okay, so salary, and then low silver. Okay, salary. Oh wow, you got the empty one this time, so you are the good cookie because this one is empty. And low silver. Oh wow. Huh. You also got two of them. That's weird. All right, low silver. Your future will be happy and productive. Now, there's another one here. The essential conditions of everything you do must be choice, love, and passion. So, low silver, here you go. I'm going to put these two together for you. Your future will be happy and productive. The essential conditions of everything you do must be choice, love, and passion. So I think somebody's telling you don't be afraid. Um, Go for it, and remember, whatever you decide to do in life, it has to be something that you love and that you have a passion for, and that it's your choice. Don't do it just because somebody else thinks it's a good idea. Um, Live life on your terms, and it'll be a happy one. celery. If I have to, if I run out and have to get more cookies, I'll try to pull another one for you and see if we get something else. um, let's see. Okay, Seba Kekwe, and then Bakken on a poo, and then 9/11 show. So. Oh, there we go. Seba Kekwe. Ability is not something to be shown off. Wow. Ability is not something to be shown off. So, Seba Kekaway, I think somebody's giving you a warning there. Don't, you have things that you're able to do, don't show it off. And especially when it comes to like abilities of a psychic nature, Darren could tell you some stories about that, some pretty hair raising things. When you try to show off your ability, that's when you open yourself up to potential danger. So I think somebody's warning you, don't go down that path. Ability is not something to be shown off. Okay, so Bakken Anapu had requested one. Okay. And so, for Bakken Anapu, courtesy is the password to safety. So pass on to Bakken Anapu. Courtesy is the password to safety. And I'm not sure what that's referring to, but that I think is another, heads up from somebody. Let me get some of these out of the way. And next, I believe, is 9/11 chat. Yeah. Okay, so bear with me. So 9/11 Sean, who has a date this weekend. We hope that will go well. And at the very least, try to have a fun time. And it says here, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. So to read it again, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. So I think go that little extra mile, and I think you'll do well. You'll have a great time. That little extra. Okay. Okay, this is a drain. So okay, yes. Prayers for their prayers for their drains coming soon. Well, I guess I got a divination. I think somebody was wanting to tell them some Bacchananic or something, but hmm. Okay, yeah. I'm just catching up with the comments here. Yeah. Okay, so Mitch Switch had to leave us, so we'll be back next week. Hope you have a great weekend. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, Zabalin. Hopefully we got your. Yeah, we got yours. Uh. Yeah. Okay, and Veronica. All right, good. Oh yes, and if you type colon fortune, the icon should come up. Cool. All right. Yeah. All right. So Veronica. Oh, and ask Maximoff if you were wondering if you like one, just go ahead and ask. Yeah. And so okay, so Veronica and then Jonathan and okay, Mrs. Jackal. Alrighty. Being too good at work. Well, that might be it, Subakekaway. If you're, don't show off too much at work. They might either start piling more work on you, or somebody might think you're gunning for their job and then try to make life hard for you. That's happened to me before. So yeah, okay. All right, Surrounds. I'm definitely going to need prayers for good judgment, inner strength, justice, and a lot of luck. Just don't ask for a little energon and a lot of luck. That leads to bad things if you're a Transformers fan. But okay, we'll start with Veronica, and then the next one will be Jonathan Dolby. So, oh, and Mrs. Jackal. But okay, just trying to keep track of everybody. Yeah, and like I said, apparently Buck and Anapu needed one, because we ended up pulling one because I know they had a prayer request, but maybe somebody was poking me and said, "Hey, they need this too." So okay, Veronica. The dictionary is the only place where success comes before work. So, Veronica, here we go. The dictionary is the only place where success comes before work. So, some good things can come your way. You're just going to have to work for them. Put in the effort. They will not let you down. But you've got to, don't let yourself down. Just put in the time and the effort. Okay. Okay, so then Jonathan and then Ms. Jackal. So who called?
No.
Is she okay?
So far.
All right, Jonathan Dolby. Ah! It's another empty one. So I notice a lot of times when we get those, which occasionally will happen, that's their way of saying whatever your question is, whatever you're thinking about.
You know the answer.
Yeah, you know what the answer is. They're waiting for you to acknowledge it. Yeah.
You are the secret ingredient.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that. It's not always a bad thing. It's a lot of times it's just you know already. We're not going to state the obvious. But hold on. Okay, so Mrs. Jackal. And thank you for bearing with us. So this one's for her. Okay, for Mrs. Jackal. Be demonstrative, but do it with dignity. As a demonstrative, as a demonstrative. Be demonstrative, but do it with dignity.
Make it a teaching moment, not an ass chewing.
Well, okay. But yeah, show your feelings. Just be dignified about it.
Yes.
Okay, and I think there was a couple more down here. So Miss Jackal, then S Maximoff. Yes. Okay, so this will be your first one.
Low.
Yeah. So S Maximoff. Don't worry, we have more. So but this one was waiting for you. S. Maximoff, you will experience small success, especially in romance.
Second base.
Well,
I don't know.
small success, I mean, it's not like, um, Rockefeller kind of, no astronomical, no, not that, but you will experience small success, especially in romance. And hey, small is still good.
Hey, small things lead to big things.
Yes. And it could be that they're saying just for right now it will be small.
Right.
But you will experience small success, especially in romance. So okay, and I'm catching up. Yeah. Okay, and celery, yeah, the one that I did for everyone tuning in later. I'll reread that one. Oh, see, I had done it before. The thing is, I had done it before the hymn to set. So yeah, I'll reread it for those who missed it. This was our fortune for everyone who's tuning in, after the fact. The entire sum of existence is the magic of being needed by just one other person. So the entire sum of existence is the magic of being needed by just one other person. And if anybody's got any other requests, just let me know. We're kind of, let's say we're at almost an hour and 20 minutes.
Wow.
But absolutely. And the thing is we stay here until everybody has gotten, prayer requests that they need or fortune if they need one. So if you're still waiting on something, just let me know. Tell me in the comments and we'll make sure you're covered. And so that's why, so hey, I didn't hear what the one was for everybody, but there we go. So I'm happy to go back and check those. And I'm just scrolling to see if I missed anybody. Okay, got that divination. Who? And okay. All right. Oh goodness. Oh, and as Maximum, could I request another prayer? I just seconds ago found out my grandpa is in the hospital for a brain bleed.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yes. Okay, tell you what, we will finish off with some prayers to the big boss because Ra is one of the ones that we honor during the decade feast anyway. So, I'm going to read a couple of those specifically for S. Maximov's grandfather, for everyone, but especially. Hail to you, O Ra, in your life and your goodness, on your thrones and your daises. Bring to us life and prosperity, health and happiness, clothing and food, that we may partake of them. Like Jehuti, may we see you when you go forth in the sunbark and shine upon the twin horizons. And in my I got our cookie crumbs here, trying to keep them in the bowl. Hear us, O Ra, great Lord of Yunu, and place your arms of blessing around us, Maximoff and their grandfather. Let them rejoice in your bounty, and their hearts take joy in your kindness. Tell Neat and Upwode to open their ways for them, and may you protect them with your strong arm of compassion. For you are the All Lord, the Lord of Ma'at. Holy and splendid is your name. Capri at dawn, Atum at dusk, Ra Horaketi as you rule the nine.
I also would like to include one for my mom. Mom currently has some sort of infection in her arm.
Yeah.
It's quite bad. And on top of that, right now there is insurance complications that may keep her from getting a pacemaker.
Mm.
And
Wow.
that is a matter of life and death.
Yeah, that's pretty serious, and it's sad to think that the insurance is going to prevent that. And what is it that she has?
She
Humana.
Yeah, she.
So I was going to say, don't get Humana, or if you're on Humana, change. They're terrible.
But at this point, I'm just asking for a positive intersection and blessing.
All right. Oh, you know what you do. May you grant life, prosperity, and health, alertness, favors, and affection. May our eyes see you every day as righteous ones who set you in their hearts. Supply our needs of bread and drink, and guard our mouths in speaking. Come to us and give us counsel. Make us heedful of your wisdom. When one appeals to you, you come from afar. Lend your ears to the lonely and the poor. May you give breath to those who are wretched, and bread to those who have none. Guardians of the weak, may you set the oppressed free, and let your blessings surpass all wealth. Okay. Okay, and Sarana's saying, my aunt had an aneurysm. She made it through. Hope your grandpa does too. And Kayleen has several relatives who had major brain issues. So S. Maximum, if you have sympathy. Oh, and S. Maximum says, I'm a nurse. I can see if I can dig up anything about a pacemaker. Hey, yeah.
Pacemaker / defibrillator.
Yeah.
That's what they're looking at.
Yeah, and apparently, the Humana is not wanting to pay for it or something.
Right, and they could switch her from the PPO to an HMO, but they want $750 in order to do it. And that's not something my mom's got, nor I've got.
Yeah. By the way, those of you in Canada, these are problems you don't have to deal with. But and she says, I'll see what I can dig up. Well, Thank you, and that's that's what we're here for. That's the beauty of fellowship is if it gives us a chance to help each other.
To all of you, thank you for always listening and protecting us too.
Yeah.
You guys mean a lot to us. You really, really do.
Mm-hmm. And this is what we look forward to every week. And,
Yeah.
thank you guys, and I'm glad to know those of you that are okay, like Zabela, and I'm glad you made it through those storms. Hopefully Wolf made it through, because we've anytime I see weather like that, I know where a few folks live, and it's like, oh yeah, like Yamanu, I know you're going to be getting all the rain and storms that we had probably later, in the morning.
Yes,
So,
we're getting rumbles of thunder here and there.
yeah. So, we've got the candle from Mahes to look out for everybody.
Bless you all and stay safe.
Okay.
Love you, Yamanu.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, you know what? I tell you what, because as Maximov was saying, if you do a GoFundMe, I'm willing to donate. In case that 750 is the only way to do that for your mom.
I'll have to talk to Sharon. She knows more about that than I do.
Okay, well, let's stay in touch with your mom, and then we'll find out if that's what it takes. Then we'll set it up. We just have to find out from her, what she needs, because there might be some other issue, something that we can clear up.
My mom is gonna buck 10 ways to Sunday.
Mm.
What we have to do is just set it up, do it, and then once we have it, and go, hey mom,
It's covered. Yeah.
either they'll hand it to her or send it in the mail.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's a way with things like GoFundMe. You can set it up on their behalf, and then just put it to their account.
I don't have a way to put it straight into her account, but
right. But we'll figure it out. If it comes up that we need that, thank you for telling us, and
thank you.
We will keep you guys posted on what she needs. So as she finds out more and lets us know, we'll let you guys know.
Okay.
But thank you.
Thank you for that. Love you guys.
Yeah. And yeah. So as Alan said, West Texas got slapped around. The reason I was gone a couple of weeks was cleanup. Oh, that's right. Yes. So there's the stars they had like a few weeks ago. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. So before we go, one little thing I just kind of wanted to show off, because we're also Ramadan started this week. And if you remember when I did the video on Ramadan lights and tracing the history of them going back to Egyptian lamps, I had picked up this a cheap made in China lamp from the Middle Eastern grocery. Well, I went and I customized it, and so I painted it gold. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I replaced the glass panels on it with plexi, and I put decals of Transformer art on them. So that's Galvatron should be staring at it here. We can kind of see it, yeah, a little bit. And Hot Rod opening the Matrix, for those who would know what that is. It doesn't quite show up as well, but what's funny is in Egypt they will actually make lamps that have pictures of like soccer, stars and cartoon characters and stuff like that. So I said, well, hey, so we'll do some Transformers for for that. So that's my little custom on it on there, with a little LED tea light in the middle of it. So it's just something cute. Oh, Isabella, I'm an old school Transformers fan too. Awesome, yeah. So you would get because the image at the very front of it, that's actually the Matrix, and so the idea is it's lighting up the interior of the Matrix. So I figured playing with the theme of light.
We'll have to get a stronger LED, because that's all it would need to be really impressive.
Yeah, although it's really cute with what it's got, but
yeah.
But it's sarcastic. I got a kitty giving me head bumps, so kitties needing some love. All right, well, guys, I will let you go so you can get loved on by kitties. and start your weekend. And hopefully, everybody will have a good weekend and a safe one. And we love you, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, we love you
Yes.
guys. Please be here with us next week.
Yeah, and
Stay safe. Be
yeah.
happy.
and of course, hit that like, and I put in the link to our poem. That's up on the website now. So if you know anyone who needs, that as a bit of inspiration, and maybe a link to some help, some resources, that's what it's there for. So.
Love you guys. Everybody have a great week.
All right, everybody, have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week. Love you guys.